Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is being done under the auspices of FightBeat.com. Let me make sure this camera look good and clean. And it's showing me in all my black excellence. I am Read BBS. I fucks with FightBeat. That's my site. I've always been a FightBeat member, 5 ever. But here we go. Yeah. Israel Adesanya versus Robert Whittaker live stream. Now I got college basketball on in the background. But yeah, as of right now, UFC 271, Adesanya Whitaker 2. We have Derek Brunson versus Jared Cannoneer. They are sharing the octagon. It's round 2. If I'm not mistaken, it's round 2. At the end of round 1, Brunson dropped. He actually dropped Cannoneer and took his back and had a pretty deep rear naked choke, but he didn't apply it until they were already given the 10-second warning, which, Cannoneer, that's what saved him, or else he might have, he'd probably still be asleep had it happened mid-round or a little bit earlier. But it is what it is. Let me get a wipe. I don't like how this is looking. Hold that thought. The other guys are all together, all in position to get the one that's come their way. But unless you got somebody let's wipe that and let's give it a good wipe down. How about that? Just give it a good wipe down. Okay, that don't look no goddamn different, but whatever. What else? What else? We're going to be here. The next fight. That does look better now that it's starting to dry. Next fight is Derrick Lewis, the Black Beast, versus TAI TUIVASA with his shoe drinking ass. I called him boot drinking. I left a video on Read BBS, Television BBS. Please check it out. Little pre-fight video and mention how he's a boot. I called him a boot drinker. Well, and in actuality, it's they call it the shoey. TUIVASA, it's his post-fight. It's his signature celebration, basically. He wins. He climbs on the cage. Someone throws a beer at him. Next thing you know, there's a shoe coming at him. Pours the beer in the shoe. Drinks it. Then my man compounds. He compounds the nastiness, the pure disgusting nature of this by walking. He's minding his own business, walking back to the locker room. Just random fans he'll pick out. You got a shoe, hey, okay, and you got a beer, bet. We're gonna pour this beer in your shoe or boot. I've seen him drink out of a boot, which is why I said that. And yeah, he goes to town. Like, I ain't knocking it. I'm just saying, if there's a Mrs. TAI TUIVASA and she got to kiss that motherfucker in the mouth, yeah, I feel for you. I feel for you, mama. I feel for you because I wouldn't drink beer out of my own shoe. Never mind somebody else's. I wouldn't even drink beer out of a beautiful woman with pretty feet. Hell no. It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. That's just not me. But anyway, we're towards the end of round 2 of Cannoneer versus Derek Brunson. 50 seconds left in round 2. It's a 3-round fight. Lord, Cannoneer just hurt Brunson with a look like a right hook. Brunson is really hurt, and there's a lot of time left. Looks like Brunson's cut over his left eye also. Cannoneer has him on the ground. He's tried to apply a guillotine. Oh, yeah, Brunson's done. There we go. Fight over. Just like that. It don't take long on these lives. It don't take long. It don't take long. Winner by KO. End of round 2. Jared Cannoneer. Wow. Good win. Exciting fight. It was an exciting fight because, again, at the end of round 1, Cannoneer was in trouble, and it was looking like, bro, you lucky you got time. Lucky it's at the end of this round. Ooh, Cannoneer backhanded him. He missed. He landed like an elbow. Cannoneer landed an elbow, then threw a right hand, which missed. But then he came back with the same right, like a back fist. Came right back with it. Wow. Yeah, that was what done the deed, as they say. And then he got him on the ground. And yeah, he just started elbowing the forearm. Strikes. Good finish. Good fight. It was a good fight. Assuming you've watched FightBeat live streams before, you know I'm a man of robes. Not rocking the belt today. You know, maybe next live stream or what have you. But this robe in particular was a Christmas present from my family. And it's kind of an homage of sorts to the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. It's as close as they could get to the Ric Flair style robe. Let me stand up and showcase it for you. Let you see it in all its glory. This shit is long, bro. Like, it's long. Like, it stretches down to my ankles. It's dope. But yeah, it's a Ric Flair homage robe. Only this one, I even got a hood on this. Hold up. So yeah, I can kind of get the boxer vibe too, you know what I'm saying, if I want to, even though Rick's robe didn't have a hood on it. That's what makes this one a little bit different. But obviously the color scheme and all that, hell, y'all can see my hair. I don't give a shit, I'm bald. But the color scheme and whatnot, this is the inspiration. The Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Woo! It's my action figure. He's our podcast here. I'm gonna have a new spot. I got my man cave in the works for probably April-ish. But for now, I podcast from my workstation. So I'm looking over my computer screen, and I'm looking at them right behind the screen we're live streaming on. And I got my Ric Flair action figure. Wherever I go, whatever I do, that's how we roll. But anyway, yeah, so Cannoneer does the damn thing in spectacular fashion. Cannoneer's saying, I need Dana's attention. He's saying he wants that shot next. And I remember, I think Israel Adesanya, he's been trying to campaign for Derek Brunson, I believe, for a minute. Just like, hey, give this guy a shot. He's been in the picture. And Cannoneer, I know, just recently lost to Robert Whitaker, who Israel's fighting tonight. But after this, Cannoneer wins that. Yeah, that's a easy fight to make next. Plus, Cannoneer will make for an entertaining fight. I damn sure wouldn't pick him to beat Israel Adesanya. But I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it. Sugar Sean O'Malley. I like him too. I need him to get that rematch back with old boy that he hurt his leg against. Get that back, unless dude just don't want it. And then let's attack nothing but top 10 contenders, bro. Like, let's do that. Now they're advertising Covington Masvidal, which is, I believe, March 5th. We'll do a live stream for that one because that's going to be the shit. That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one. Yeah, here we go. The Shoey parade. Tai Tuivasa's last 4 fights: Augusto Sakai, Greg Hardy, Harry Hunsucker, and Stefan Struve. Yeah, all KOs. 2 of them performance of the night bonuses. And yeah, the shoey is what they call it when he drinks the pours the beer in his shoe. This fight here is guaranteed fireworks. It's not going past 2 full rounds. It may not go get out the first round. Derrick Lewis, the Black Beast, Tai Tuivasa, as Daniel Cormier said when the pay-per-view started, he said, look, we're not going to even have to use the word single leg and this and that to describe this fight. They're coming out bombing. They're coming out throwing hands. There's no pretense. I don't know if there's going to be many feints. It's just, for lack of a better term, rock'em sock'em robots. Now, Derrick Lewis will throw some kicks at your ass occasionally. It's something he's picked up as his career has progressed. But yeah, this one here is going to be spectacular. It's going to be brief, but it's going to be spectacular. Make no mistake about it. And I'll be here to tell you all about it. Then we get to the main event. Then we get on out of here. In the meantime, I may step on the patio, do my thing, or not. Of course, doing a little ship to ship. I'm a man of beverages. I'm in Dallas, Texas. It's almost 11 o'clock at night. So yeah, it's a Saturday here. So yeah, I'm fucking drinking. Duh. But yeah, I can't wait for this fight. I can't wait for the next 2 fights. Although I like Robert Whittaker. I like his vibe, his style. But as I stated in my video, unless he has picked up something from the Jan Blachowicz loss that Adesanya had 2 fights ago, where he kept his distance, he picked and chose when he engaged, and when he engaged, it was well timed, and Blachowicz was able to get under Adesanya before he could even think about knees, get him to the ground, keep him on the ground. And then Blachowicz, being a naturally bigger man anyway and stronger, Israel was pretty much fucked. He stuck up under him the rest of that round and the other couple rounds that's happened there. It wasn't the most spectacular fight, but make no mistake, it was effective, and Blachowicz clearly won it. His strategy worked. The dynamic striker Adesanya with all the elbows and the matrix punches when he'll lean back and catch you with all that. Yeah. And the leg kicks. Blachowicz, the dynamic striking, he didn't allow the fuse of the dynamite to be lit. So that's what that was. It was a sound strategy, and it's if not the blueprint to beat Israel Adesanya, it's definitely a start of one. It's the start of one, for sure. I don't know if Robert Whittaker has that or has those tools in his bag. I don't know. I ain't just seen every Robert Whittaker fight, but the ones I have, he likes to throw hands. And he's not going to beat Israel Adesanya if that is his MO tonight. Just like first fight, he got his ass whooped in 2 rounds. As Israel says, I actually knocked him out twice because he did. He had Whittaker flat on his back, ready to be KO'd, but then the bell saved him before Adesanya could even land another punch. So then he just, okay, rinse, repeat, round 2, I just end the fight. So yeah, Whittaker, he can't, it's not to say you're just not going to ever throw punches with this guy, but he can't walk in thinking I'm going to outstrike Israel Adesanya. That's not going to happen. Nah, that's not going to happen. So yeah, they're showing highlights of, Derrick Lewis knocking people out, and then they're going to do Tai Tuivasa knocking people out. I mean, they're both KO artists, which is why I'm like, yeah, and they know it. They're like, yeah, somebody getting knocked out. It's going to be a fan-friendly fight, probably the fight of the night. And then yeah, we'll see what it is. We'll see who wins. I'm not even predicting this. I'm just predicting excitement. That's my prediction. Excitement. Anyway, let me get to type some shit. This college game. UCLA versus USC in the background. I'm gonna be all on this fight. Like hell to the yeah. Cannot wait. These next two fights. Shit. Let's do it. Let's do it. Feel free to comment. Give me your thoughts, your predictions. Let's make it do what it do, man. Let's have fun. We got the co-main event. They're just now walking to the cage. Then we got the main event. Let's have fun while it lasts. Give me your thoughts, and I'll give you updates and my analysis of what I'm seeing. And I'll be objective. It don't matter who I think will win or want to win. I'll tell you how the fight's playing out, period. That's how I roll. That's how I roll. TAI TUIVASA. Oh, and the fight's in Houston, by the way. Now, the first Adesanya's, he's of Nigerian descent and immigrated to New Zealand. Robert Whittaker is Australian, I believe. I believe their first fight took place in Australia. Hell, Tuivasa's from Australia, if I'm not mistaken. But yet, all three of these motherfuckers is in Houston for a pay-per-view, which just so happens to be where Derrick Lewis is from. Might have made more sense to have it, of course, back in Aussie land. Auckland, New Zealand, or Australia, whatever the case. But they didn't. It is what it is. It may be better for Whitaker, though, because I think the fact the first fight was basically a turf war, it heightened the level of importance. And with Izzy talking shit like he did, Whitaker admits, like, yeah, you know, I came into this one emotional. I wanted to tear this guy's head off versus just thinking about my fight plan and doing what needs to happen to win. So with this being in Houston, Robert Whitaker don't give two shits about Houston. I don't know if he's ever been to Houston or will ever return to Houston. But it'll probably help him not be as emotional, the fact that there's not people he's familiar with or grew up around or a stadium he's seen his whole life, you know, driving by. It will probably help him just to stay focused on the fight and the fight plan, that it's on neutral territory. So Tuivasa's already in the cage. Now Lewis, he's in the prep area, taking off his shit, about to get greased down and et cetera, et cetera. His body looks a tad tighter than normal. I mean, Derrick Lewis ain't finna ever be no bodybuilder, but his body looks pretty, for him, he looks in about as good a shape as I've ever seen him in, honestly. Arms a little more cut, a little less jiggle in the chest, the stomach area. Okay. It don't mean he's going to win, but, you know, he prepared at least a little bit more than maybe he has in the past. Yeah, this is going to be a good one here, though. Explosive. It ain't going 2 full rounds. If it gets to round 3, goddamn it, I may just log off. This shit ain't getting to the 3rd round. Or they both going to be tired as fuck, and they just going to fucking be like, you know what, let's just call it a double TKO. We both going to quit. Just call it that. Derrick's at home. Me personally, I kind of wouldn't want to fight at home. He said this is the first time he's got his kids at a fight. It's such an intimate thing fighting someone else, especially, when you're fighting another high level dude. I just don't know that I want my family a part of that. We can watch it. If y'all watch it from home, cool. Or we can watch it after together. But I don't know if I want them sitting ringside. So then if I get knocked out and shit, then I look up and I look over and my kids are crying and shit. I don't want that on them. You always want to be Superman to your wife and kids. So to have them there in person to watch you get your ass whooped, that's some extremely humbling, some type of shit you can never really recover from in terms of that moment, you'll never get it back and shit. And that dude who whooped your ass will always be the boogeyman to your wife and children. Here we go to intros. Tai Tuivasa, 14-3. From Australia, 6'2", 265. Yeah, it's going to be explosive. They finna throw some bombs. Haymakers. People already pouring. Oh, Lord. There's fans drinking out of shoes prior to the fight. Good God. This is okay. Derrick Lewis, 26-8, won no contest. Houston, Texas, 6'3", 266. Here we go. Hide the women and children. Hide the women and children. Yes, sir. Hide the women's and the children's. And here we go. They're both just waiting. Oh, leg kick from Tuivasa. Okay. Who knew? Who knew you had it in you? Who knew? They're against the cage for some reason. For some reason. Knees from Tuivasa. One almost got into the nuts. Watch them nuts. Watch the jewels back. And Lewis is clenching the arms like, hell no. We close together, but I ain't letting these arms go, motherfucker. Ref's gonna have to break them. It's Dan Miraglata, I believe. Yeah, I'm gonna break their asses up. Let's get this shit back to center cage. Let's go. Let's throw these hands. They glove touch. I mean, I know y'all cool, but you know what we came to see. Derrick Lewis just switched to southpaw. He just threw a left leg kick that was blocked. Tuivasa's the one pursuing. Lewis just feinted a knee, then he just threw a right hand, which maybe landed high head. Now Tuivasa. Now they switched. Now Derrick Lewis has Tuivasa against the cage. Tuivasa's got his arms clenched. Now Lewis is the one throwing knees. How about a foot stomp just for Kamaru Usman? How about a foot stomp? Can we get a foot stomp? Wow, Derrick Lewis attempts a takedown. Yeah, he didn't nail it, but he tried one. Ooh, Lord, good elbow to Tuivasa. And now he spins Lewis, so now Lewis's back is to the cage. Another elbow, forearm from Tuivasa. Oh, Lewis just tripped Tuivasa and got him to the ground. Very nice from Derrick Lewis. I wouldn't say this is added to his repertoire. But against this guy, oh shit, now he's opening up with punches. He is, oh Lord, he is lighting Tuivasa up. But Tuivasa swings back. Here we go. Now it's on. Now it's on. Let's go. Let's go. That was the niftiest takedown I've ever seen from Derrick Lewis. But I mean, consider who he's fighting. He's fighting a guy that he's fighting almost a mirror image of himself in terms of style and acumen. Now they're back up against the cage. Lewis's back is to the cage. They both breathing. He's clenching up both of Tuivasa's arm. Break him up, Red. Oh, Lord. Now another trip from Derrick Lewis. Derrick Lewis, who knew? Judo practitioner. Derrick Lewis. Who knew? Who knew? Derrick Lewis has added finesse. Good knee to the gut from Tuivasa. He's back up, though. He got tripped. He got tossed, but he's back up, and now Lewis's back is to the cage again, and he's clenching up Tuivasa's arms successfully. Last 10 seconds of round one. I won't lie. So Tuivasa won the striking portion of this round, but the fact that Lewis took him down twice very niftily and then landed punches himself the first time he got Tuivasa to the ground. He landed a bunch of right hands to the side of the head. Got to give this round to the Black Beast. Round one to the Black Beast. Ooh, Tuivasa just missed the left as he got up, though. Once he was taken down the first time and Lewis was landing right, Tuivasa got up and just missed the left hand that would have done damage for sure. Let's go. Round two. I said it ain't going past two, and I stand by that. I stand by that. I stand by that. I don't sit by it. I stand by that. 2 rounds. Here we go. I ain't saying who gonna win. I'm saying either way, it's gonna be a knockout in round 2. That's what I'm saying. So here we go. Round 2. Round 2. They like each other. I get that, but they're fighting hard. So y'all can drink fucking beer out of shoes the rest of the night, but just give me and us and the fans what we want. That's it. Tuivasa threw a kick that missed, and then Lewis tried to counter with a right hand that missed. They both tired as fuck, though. Already. You seeing mouth open, breathing from these two big men. Uppercut from Lewis, backs Tuivasa up. Now his back is to the cage, and he's got Derrick Lewis's right arm cinched up, and he's working on getting that left arm too. Now he's got the underhooks on Lewis, but as he's in position to get tripped again, just from the looks of things, if he ain't careful. And Lewis went for the trip again, but didn't get it. Oh, knees from Lewis. Woo! They swinging now. Throwing these haymakers. TUIVASA, he might have hurt Lewis with a shot, but Lewis is tough. He can get hurt. I seen Derrick Lewis hurt and still win. Oh, shit. And as soon as I say that, TUIVASA lands an elbow, forearm, and Lewis drops like timber. Holy shit. Tai TUIVASA, second round KO. Think it was left. Think it was pretty sure a left forearm elbow smash. Wow. Yeah, Derrick Lewis. And now I go back to my point. Your kids is there and shit. You're in your hometown. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I get the pride of fighters. That's why I'm not a fighter. Because they're like, I ain't losing in front of my wife, kids. Fuck that shit. But yeah, dog. Lewis is he's pretty bummed out, as expected. Understandably. TUIVASA finna get fucked up. We're gonna drink beer out of about 15 shoes tonight. Are you kidding me? Wow. Lewis had actually hurt him. The right hand kind of clipped Lewis's chin, and then the left elbow didn't land. He landed a left elbow earlier. Ooh, it was a right one. Okay, my bad. Yeah, the kill shot was a right elbow, and Lewis fell like shit. God damn, my bad. Thought it was a left one. It was a right one. Woo! All up against the jaw and the ear. Yeah. And honestly, TUIVASA landed more of those type of strikes, the elbow forearm strikes, than he did punches in this fight. Excellent finish. Excellent finish. And yeah, he all right, career Derrick Lewis, I ain't mad at you. You did your thing. I think he played football or something and just got into MMA, just make a couple dollars. He has nothing to be ashamed of. But I think he's just a name on up and coming fighters' resumes after this. And let's be honest, TUIVASA, very exciting fighter, very entertaining fighter. He's never gonna be world champion. I don't see that. But he's fan friendly. People like him. He's got a real good gimmick with the post-fight celebration, the shoey. Yeah, I mean, people love it. People love it. He could be like in a way, he could have like a Jorge Masvidal type of career. Maybe they do a BMF heavyweight title or something. TUIVASA, if he could win that. But he's never going to be the actual UFC heavyweight champion. I don't believe. I ain't knocking the dude, but like the way Francis Ngannou was losing the striking battle against Cyril Gane in their fight, who knew Ngannou had that type of wrestling and grappling in his game? Those are elements that I don't know that TUIVASA is ever going to pick up. That's my point in saying all that. But yeah, that was a brutal elbow. And Lewis, yeah, he like caught him all here. He fell like Apollo Creed in Rocky IV. Timber. It was a wrap. It was a wrap. But here we go. The shoey. Get this man your shoes. He'll drink out of them. I need your shoes, your beer, and I'm going to drink it. You remember the Terminator? I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. Yeah. TUIVASA, I need your beer, your shoes, and I'm going to drink out of it. This man has a shoe that says Drink West. Okay. So we already got a sponsor now for this shit. And here he goes. Oh, he's got a guy drinking with him. All right. Hey. That really is a nasty ass habit, but let's see. So now he's walking back to his dressing room. In the past, he's random fans. He'll drink beer out of their shoes. For one thing, who the fuck wants beer in their shoe? So it would be a cool moment. I ain't gonna lie, to have this guy drink out of my shoe, but then I'm gonna put this wet ass shoe back on my foot. Like what? That don't even make sense, dude. Don't even make sense. Oh, here we go. Yeah, he's some fan look like a fucking Air Jordan or some shit. Here we go. He needs to get a beer sponsor also. Can he get a beer sponsor? Please. A shoe sponsor and a beer sponsor for TAI TUIVASA. Please. Forthwith. Immediately. Hell of a fight, though. Hell of a fight. The last two fights, I just logged on for Cannoneer and Brunson, and then Lewis, TUIVASA. Two good fights. Two good fights, man. We've only been on less than 38 minutes, but it's been entertaining. It's been entertaining. It has. It has. It was. If anyone cares, UCLA is losing to USC 57-64. There's 41 seconds left in that game. So, yeah, it's probably over. I don't know everything about basketball, but it sounds like it's over. ADESANYA minus 150. So that's the over-under for 4.5 rounds. Plus 50 ADESANYA decision. Plus 50 inside the distance. Plus 165 by knockout. Yeah, Whitaker. He's going to have to implement grappling, wrestling, ground fighting, things of that sort. He can't strike evenly with Israel ADESANYA. He can't. We've seen this. We've seen that movie before. So we'll see what changes he makes, man. It takes nuts, though. I applaud his bravery to get back in the octagon with a man that whooped your ass that severely, took your title. Yeah. I can't do nothing but respect Robert Whitaker for wanting to revisit that. You know. Props to him. Points for bravery. He's got nuts the size of medicine balls. Undoubtedly. But nuts don't win fights. You know, nuts get you in the ring or the octagon. Nuts makes you not want to quit when the going gets tough. Nuts makes you want to rematch a guy who beat you. But nuts don't win fights. That's the only thing about it. They don't win fights. So let's see. Let's see. On the flip side, you might think, oh, well, is he? He'll take him lightly since he whooped him so easy the first time. I think Adesanya is built differently. His goal isn't even this fight or the next fight. He's already thinking legacy. So his preparation is going to be on point for every fight. He's not going to undermate any opponent. Even if he loses tonight, it ain't because he took Whitaker lightly. He didn't and won't do that. He didn't and won't do that. But For him, it's not even about do you win, it's how you win. He's at that phase. He's at that phase now. How do you win? Yeah, that Matrix punch. Ooh. Boom. Yeah, if you keep him, you let him strike with you, it's gonna be tough. You got to get that dude on the ground. He's too dynamic, too creative. Can hit you, hurt you with either hand. You got to get him on the ground. Or at least wrap him up back to the cage like Kelvin Gastelum was able to do at times. But even that wasn't enough. You know, Blachowicz was the only one where it was enough. Take him down, keep him down. To the next round, rinse, repeat. Rinse, repeat. In this sport, I know he has I know Adesanya has a violent KO loss in kickboxing, I believe. But it's going to be hard anytime soon for someone to beat Israel Adesanya spectacularly in mixed martial arts. Given all the variables, you better take him to the ground and beat him in a slow, boring fight. Oh, shit. Juan El Fuego. My man. My man, Juan. No doubt you're, well, no, it's morning where you're at, so you may not be indulging in a cold one. Or maybe you get there like that. You know, you ain't even got to say. Don't even say, Juan. I don't even want you to put yourself out there. Don't even say one way or the other. Let me just guess and wonder. So, yeah, the main event is next, Juan. TUIVASA just stopped Derrick Lewis in the second round with a right elbow forearm smash to the ear jaw area of Lewis. He fell like Apollo Creed in Rocky IV, like I said. And the main event, Adesanya Whitaker 2 is next. They're about to walk to the ring in a second. Let me walk to the bathroom and clear my line, clear my sewage line. How about that? Got the mask emoji. Yeah, don't say nothing. Just keep them all guessing. Whitaker's walking to the octagon now. Got his game face on. Looks relaxed, though. Like, looks relaxed. Fantastic shape, as always, for Whitaker. He's a very easy guy to like. Very easy guy to like. Very easy guy to root for and like. You know, he smiled to his team. Okay. He's at peace with this. That's what's up. I like seeing that. As Tom Cruise once said, sometimes you got to just say what the fuck. That's what Robert Whitaker looks like he's doing. Like, hey, look, let's just do it, man. If I don't at least try to get my title back, I'll never get my title back. So the first step of that is to get in there and fight the motherfucker again. Like, here we are. Here we are. I don't think Whitaker wins, but I respect the fact that he's literally back in the octagon. Yeah, I respect that. Whitaker must use jabs, leg kicks, and don't reach. Don't give him counter chances. No mistakes. That's per Teddy Atlas. He needs to get his ass on the ground, Teddy Atlas. In Teddy Atlas speak, Israel Adesanya is the taller, longer man. He's the taller, longer man, Teddy. So, Teddy, you can't jab successfully with the taller, longer man. Get the taller, longer man on the ground so he's not taller or longer. Come on, Teddy. I like seeing a Teddy Atlas tweet, though, on an MMA fight. Like, I like that. I'm a boxing guy, too. Boxing is it's my favorite sport. It always will be. But boxing and MMA coexist perfectly in my world. Most people, boxing fans, hate MMA, or MMA fans hate boxing. I don't get that. I love them both. I love boxing more because I grew up with boxing. But MMA, first MMA I purchased that I watched and purchased was Rampage Jackson versus Dan Henderson. And since then, yeah, I'm a fan. I love it. I'm a combat sports fan. So there doesn't appear to be, we don't know yet, but right now there doesn't appear to be a fancy dance sequence or entrance from Adesanya. But we'll see. He's still in the little back room warehouse looking area. We will see. Oh, shit. I know the official walking him out. That's a dude named Arturo. What up, Arturo? I know Arturo from when I used to matchmake. Hey, Arturo. Yeah, Izzy. I don't see any dancers with him. He's just kind of walking to the cage this time. No fancy entrance. All right. I mean, the fight's still a fight, whether you dance before it or not. Still a fight. So, still got to fight. Who you got in this one, Juan? Who you got, Juan? And how? Who you got and how? You know, Adesanya looks like Adesanya. He's always relaxed and kind of dancing and flexible and bouncing and gyrating. It's just he's consistent with that tonight. Dapping up his team. Now he's getting greased down. I've heard some like Ariel Helwani. I believe the correct pronunciation is ADESANYA. But Adesanya sounds way better. It just does. And we've been saying Adesanya longer. Plus, it don't seem like Israel gives a fuck about it. Plus, I guarantee you, Bruce Buffer will call him Adesanya in the octagon tonight. So let it go, Ariel Helwani. Izzy by KO saith Juan. That's the safe pick. 5 rounds. That's a long time to be in the octagon with a guy that strikes like that. It's a long time. A guy that's knocked you out before with strikes. Whitaker has been doing a lot of boxing training. I hear that one. That's not the key to winning. He should have watched the Jan Blachowicz fight with Adesanya. That's the key. And I don't know if that's, like I said in my video that I posted on Read BBS Televisión, I don't even know if that's in Robert Whitaker's bag as tools, his wrestling and grappling, but that's his path to winning. He's not going to, boxing training is not going to help him beat Israel Adesanya. It's not. The more this fight is on the ground, the better Whitaker's chances. The more this fight is standing, the worse Whitaker's chances are. Herb Dean in this thing. But hey, you know, guys fight guys, and they lose to guys, and they rewatch the fight, and then they come up with their own strategies. But boxing training, and I guess that's why you made the pick you did, Izzy by KO. Whitaker doing a lot of boxing training. That's your lack of boxing ain't why you lost to Israel Adesanya. He's a higher level striker than you. That's why you lost. He will always be a higher level striker. And there's no amount. They could have dug up Eddie Futch to do boxing training with Robert Whitaker in preparation for this fight. It wouldn't have mattered. And it won't matter. If he wins, it ain't going to be because of that. It ain't going to be because of that. You need to use your strength and wrestling, and you need to close gaps on Adesanya. Don't give him space. Don't give him space. Push him against the cage. Take him to the ground. Rough him up on the ground like Jan Blachowicz. That was the blueprint for Izzy to beat Izzy. That was the blueprint. Robert Whitaker, 6 feet, 184, record of 24 wins, 5 losses. Former champion. He looks very calm, though. I love his demeanor. He doesn't look overwhelmed by the moment or the opponent. You know, Israel Adesanya, 21-1, 6'4", 184 pounds. Reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion of the world. Here we go. I will say, if this fight goes around 3, that'll be a big confidence builder for Whitaker. Just making it further than he did in the first fight. But we'll see if that even happens. If his plan is to strike with him, though, it probably won't. Like I hate to hear that for his sake. Juan been doing a lot of boxing training. Okay, all right, okay. If they were just going to box, cool. But yeah, this is going to be a mixed martial arts fight, and yeah. Last time you tried to strike with this guy, it didn't work out so well. So here we go. Round 1's about to begin. My prediction is null and void at this point. I'm just going to give you what I see. They both come out orthodox. Izzy throws a light kick, not even intending to land, just kind of establish distance. He's already switched stances back and forth a couple times. He's feigning. Whitaker throws a half-hearted kick, low kicks in both cases for both men. Izzy throws a harder low kick, switches stances again. Whitaker needs to time a dive. He needs to time a dive at his waist and get his ass on the ground. Because right now he's standing with him, and it's like he's a sitting duck. And Izzy's getting the distance and timing down again. Ugh. I don't know, man. He's fainting. He's already got Whitaker biting on feints. Low kick lands. A left low kick from Izzy lands. Yeah, he's fainting the shit. He's a lot quicker than Whitaker also. A lot quicker. Like longer, quicker, more dynamic, more creative. You can't beat him like this, Whitaker. Izzy kicks high. Whitaker pulls back from it and has the holding the phone. Low kick from Whitaker. Izzy's already switched stances 4 or 5 times just in round 1. harder kick from Izzy. Whitaker blocked it mostly, but it's he's getting closer and more comfortable. Izzy is with his kicks. Whitaker lunges in with overhand left and the right. It doesn't appear wrestling is in any part of his strategy for this fight. Nice little left jab from Whitaker. But still, a punching exchange is going to ensue, and you can just see the writing on the wall. It's not even written. It's fucking spray painted in fucking highlighter yellow that Robert Whitaker is going to lose the punching exchange, the ensuing punching exchange, whenever it happens, and it's inevitable. It's inevitable. It's like you're watching a horror movie. And you already know the killer's in the room, and then you see this idiot walking in the room. You're like, no, don't do that. Whitaker, his strategy, that's oh, Lord, he's already dropped Whitaker. Dropped him with a left hand, I think. Not hard, but he dropped him. So now Whitaker's, his mind is going back, traveling back to that bad place. Yeah, dog. His strategy is all bad for this one. All bad. All bad. And I don't know his coaches, his staff. Okay, he tried to take down. Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's the key. But you need to feint them takedowns because Izzy's going to adjust and try to knee your ass if you just keep diving in blindly. Feint the takedowns. Or what Blachowicz would do, Blachowicz would throw high, feint high to get Izzy to react, get them arms up, and then he would attack. That's what Whitaker has to do. But yeah, he's already 50 seconds left. Whitaker's basically, after the knockdown, giving this round away. Hard leg kick from Izzy. Yeah, he's just too sharp for this guy. Damn. Whitaker tried another takedown. Okay. I like that. You're trying something different. I like that. Round one over. Juan said Whitaker looks terrible. Whitaker looks gun shy. I'm glad that Whitaker, at least towards the back portion of the round, attempted takedowns. You know, that's the only way he's going to win. But yeah, he when they try to strike, or when they're striking or standing, he's just not even a step slower. He's a step and a half slower than Adesanya. Like, it's like, yeah. And Izzy actually hit him in the chest, looks like, when he dropped him. It didn't hit him on the chin, but still, just the force of it, you know. I think it just came under the chin, if I'm not mistaken. Looked like a left hand came just under the chin. But the ground is it, man. The ground, that's the only way he's going to win this fight. Round two. Now, again, if he gets out of this round, that would be a bit of a confidence boost unless he just gets shit kicked this round. If you go, you know, round three starts and you're a bloody mess and shit, maybe not. But Whitaker misses a high kick to the head. Couple left hooks from Whitaker. Okay, left hook, but Izzy took it. Flush left hook from Whitaker. Izzy took it, didn't flinch. That skinny motherfucker can take a shot. He took a lot of shots against Kelvin. Hell, Blachowicz, bigger, stronger Blachowicz, was G&P-ing his ass, ground and pounding his ass a bit towards the end of their fight. Izzy, he's a tough, skinny ass dude. He's definitely built tougher than he looks. As he does the patented John Jones knee check, the little front kick to the knee. Ooh, Izzy feinted the elbow as Whitaker was finna dip in. This dude there, man, he just, like John Jones, every single part of his body is a weapon. Uppercut from Izzy didn't land flush, but again, you don't know where it's coming from or when. As soon as you open up, Israel don't even know. It's not like he said, oh, I'm going to hit him with an uppercut if he does this. He just knows what's in his arsenal and just reacts. That's the beauty of it. Okay. Good forearm elbow from Whitaker. The pace is slower, which is better for Whitaker. But still, he's like just the slowness, bro. Like, it's like that kick he just threw. Jesus Christ. If Israel Adesanya could fight on the ground, he could easily exploit the missed leg kicks. Okay. Whitaker gets him down. Here we go. Okay. 2.5 minutes left in the round. Israel is taken to the ground, but now he's already back up. Whitaker has him back to the cage, though. This is the blueprint. This is the blueprint. Keep his ass on that cage if you're trying to win, bruh. Izzy a big gunshot too, worried about a takedown. That's what Juan just said. Well, it happened. I mean, that's the book on him now. That's everyone he fights moving forward. That's what they're going to try to do. Hey, if he misses a strike, you got that millisecond to dive in at his ass and get him down. Okay, they just disengaged. Izzy pushed him off. 1.5 minutes left. It's I might even have Whitaker slightly ahead in this round at this point. Let's see how it finishes. Now Whitaker's just waiting. He's just so much slower and more plodding. And Whitaker didn't look like this in other fights. He wasn't a plotter against other opponents, even like Cannoneer, for instance, or Till or Kelvin. But then you put him in with Izzy, and it's just the athletically, they're just night and day. They're light years apart. Just as athletes. Jab from Adesanya, low right leg kick from Whitaker. About 55 seconds left in the round. Left high kick blocked by Whitaker. Right low kick from Izzy lands. Whitaker's looking more confident. The fact he took him down and now we're at the end of round 2, he's don't mean he's going to win, but he's more confident. He's gaining confidence. The wheels are starting to turn. He's like, okay. This guy ain't invincible. He's human. Shit, I made it further already than I did the last fight. And I took him down. I ain't even tried to take him down last fight. Yeah, Whitaker won that round for me. It's I got it 1-1 because of the takedown primarily. I got it 1-1. Juan. 1-1, bruh. Even fight. Because what we know is the last place Adesanya wants to be is on the ground at all, ever. And Robert Whitaker got him on the ground in this round. Plus, Robert Whitaker landed some significant strikes of his own. He didn't hurt Izzy, didn't damage him, any of that, but he landed. So with all those components in place, I got it. Round 1, Izzy. Round 2, Whitaker. And here we go, round 3. Let's see it. Let's make it do what it do. When it do. If you're visiting, please hit the like button. If you don't mind. If you will. Izzy's back to feigning, pressing, closing, trying to get closer, closing the gaps. Whitaker's just waiting. Just moving, waiting. Like throw the fake punch high and dive, or fake the low, fake the takedown. Like, ooh, Izzy just missed with a left high kick. Kick to the body from Israel. Kevin Ollie has a 10-9 Izzy. I have it 2018 ADESANYA. I ain't gonna argue too harshly if anybody has it 2018 for Izzy. I got it even. 1-1. Izzy, he's getting closer with the left high kick. Robert Whitaker's, he's blocking them for now, but sometimes leg kicks, you can block the shit and it still hurts you. You can have your defense up, and just the force of it, He's still standing way more than he needs to with ADESANYA. It's like, well, you're in shark-infested waters. Well, I think I can swim away before the shark get to me. Okay, but you're still in shark-infested waters, motherfucker. You're in their world. You're in their world. Make them get in your world. Get this shark on land, and it's going to be a different situation. Robert Whitaker is playing in shark-infested waters when he needs to get this water literally on the ground, on land. He tries to take down. As soon as I said he tries to take down. Izzy had a half-hearted guillotine after the takedown. They both throw leg kicks. I don't know if I've ever seen two guys throw kicks at the same time and both miss. That was funny. Izzy's faint. Every time he feints or does anything, Whitaker reacts. Oh, shit. He just missed a kick, and Whitaker just got him down. Now Whitaker has his back. Izzy's already up, but Whitaker's on his back like a blanket. It wasn't so much a takedown, but Izzy missed a kick, and then Whitaker capitalized. Yeah, he's just on the back of him. Oh, now they're face to face. Now they're separated. Minute left in the round. Okay, it's anybody's round at this point. Who wants it? Who wants it? This could be a swing round right here. Like, for real. Now, maybe I'm giving Whitaker brownie points for doing better than the first time, but I think that's natural for anyone who saw, in a rematch, you saw the first fight and it was so conclusive and one-sided. I don't know that that's necessarily out of the norm or the ordinary for me to be doing that. Chess match. It is a chess match, Juan. Even though Whitaker's standing, what he's not doing is giving Izzy as many countering opportunities. He's not. First fight, he was free swinging with him, and that's what he's learned that lesson. We see that he's learned that lesson. I'm gonna stay with this guy, but I can't. In fact, I need to let him lead. I can't just walk into this guy like, oh, I'm the champ. Fuck this punk. He's been talking shit. I'm just gonna open up. Yeah, no. He learned that lesson, and he's not doing it. And as good as Izzy is, he's not as good leading. You know, he destroyed Paulo Costa because Costa was like, this is a little skinny punk. This is a little skinny punk. I'm just going to walk through him. And Costa just boldly approached him and got countered. You're right. Whitaker's not really doing much. I don't know if he could take the title with this type of performance, but he's doing better. He's doing better. I mean, it's not hard to do better than he did the last fight. He got destroyed. He got destroyed and went 2 rounds. And at the end of the first round, he was on his back, half conscious. And at the end of the fight, he was on his back, half conscious. So, you know. He's already done better than that. He's in round 4, still on his feet. You know what I'm saying? But here we go, round 4. Round 4. I will say, though, I think the takedowns may make this more interesting from a scoring perspective than we may realize. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not sitting there telling you Whitaker's winning the fight. I'm not. I mean, he's being very opportunistic, but he's mostly waiting and, you know, like, so in a 5-minute round, you wait for 4 minutes and 30 seconds effectively. For the 30 seconds, he misses a kick, you take him down, he gets right up, then y'all are on the cage. You know, I don't know if that wins a round, but here we go. Another takedown. Whitaker takes him down again, and then he just blankets his back. Oh, shit. Now he's going for a rear naked choke. He's not going to cinch it in, but just the submission attempt aspect, he got him off already. Okay, Izzy, let's ramp it up. Let's ramp it up, bruh. Ramp it up. Ramp it up. Whitaker's kind of got Izzy's timing now, and as soon as he misses a strike, yeah, he's going for the takedown. Smart strategy. Smart strategy. He looked like a deer in headlights in the first round, but I see it now. I see it now. This is going to be a weird statement that I'm about to make, but it's like Adesanya is basically all strikes. He's all strikes. There's really nothing else to his game but striking. Now, striking can be enough. It can be, and it's the most fan-friendly way to compete. But particularly in this sport, you have to have more in your arsenal than just striking. And Adesanya does not. Like even The comparisons with him are obviously John Jones and Anderson Silva. Hell, Silva was a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. John Jones was a national championship wrestler on the JUCO level. Like, these guys had a degree of ground fighting in them that escapes what I've seen from Israel Adesanya. I'm just saying. But then they showed the significant strikes, and hell, he's outlanded Whitaker in every round. So it's going to come down to, I said he's all strikes, but it's going to come down to what the judges weigh heavier. Oh, you landed 6 more strikes than him in this round, but he took you down for 30 seconds. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting decision if, in fact, we get there. We're 40 seconds left in round 4. I know one thing: he can't afford to get taken down too many more times. I know that, and certainly no more times in this round. That wouldn't be good. That would not be good. How about a toe stomp for Kamaru Usman? How about a toe stomp for the culture? You got him on the cage, toe stomp him. Ooh, Whitaker just missed with a big right hand. Izzy misses another left high kick. I don't know, Juan. What say ye, Juan? Going into round 5. Incredible to see Izzy only breathing through his nose midway through the 4th, not even sitting down between rounds. Discipline, control, both these guys. Now, I will say Whitaker doesn't look like he thinks he's winning. His face is scraped up a bit. He's nodding his head to the coach's instructions. Slight swelling under the left eye. He's red under the right cheek. I think Izzy is shading it. Whitaker needs a KO sub. You could be right. He just kind of nodded his head at Whitaker, which is strange. Fifth and final round. I would like to see Izzy knock Whitaker down or at least stagger him this round just to kind of solidify, all of this. He is the one making the fight, though. Like, Whitaker is mostly moving and just waiting for Izzy to throw, then diving at him to take him down. And in that sense, cage control, I believe, is what they call in MMA. The cage control aspect of scoring has been Izzy far and away the majority of the fight, the majority of each round. And then they showed the strike numbers last round. Izzy had outstruck him every single round. So I don't see any reason why that'll change in this round with 3 minutes left. Izzy needs to get back in the lab, though. Like, you can't just neglect the ground. I get it. You don't want to fight there. A lot of people don't want to fight there, but sometimes you're going to have to fight off the ground. What are you going to do when you're there? What is your skill set on the ground? Good right hand from Whitaker. Yeah, they're way too friendly right now. To your point, Juan, he's shading it. It's like they making love to each other. Now Herb Dean calls time, eye poke. Whitaker got his eye poked. Then they're gonna touch gloves again. Oh yeah, we're cool. We're besties, man. I love you, bro. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh shit! Another takedown. Here we go. Robert Whitaker takedown. I'm good with sportsmanship, but I prefer you save that shit for when the fight's over. Touch gloves in the ring, and then y'all gonna make love to each other after the fight. But during the fight, yeah, I'm not a big fan of all that. This could get interesting, man. It really could. He just took him down. He's taking Izzy down in like 3 rounds. 3 of the 5 rounds. And Izzy can't get away from him. He just threw a knee. And now Whitaker answers with a left hook. Izzy pats his jaw afterwards. You need to get in a couple more significant strikes before the end of this round, Izzy. You do. Whitaker biting on every feint. Like, Jesus. Every time every single feint. Minute left. Oh, Lord. Whitaker goes for another takedown. He doesn't cinch it in, but he tried. How about sprawling, Izzy? How about that? Chuck Liddell, I mean, shit. He at least sprawled. Chuck Liddell couldn't fight on the ground either. He was hard to take down. He was harder to take down than Israel is. Back on the cage. I mean, with 20 seconds left, you pretty much got to give Whitaker this round, Juan. I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. Now, Izzy's imploring the crowd, playing to the crowd. I don't know, man. Ah, there's the toe stomp. There's the Kamaru Usman from Robert Whitaker. Yeah, they love each other. They hugging and shit. Good God, man. Yeah. Yeah. Whitaker, he kissing each other's gloves and shit. Come on, man. We're gonna see. I ain't even gonna give a. I don't know who won the fight. I don't know. I don't know. Juan says 4-1, 3-2 ADESANYA. Let me ask you this, Juan. If this were the same, I'm talking the same fight that we just watched. If this is how their first fight played out, do you think ADESANYA would have lifted the title? Would he have done enough, in your opinion, to take Robert Whitaker's middleweight title? If the first fight was this fight. So basically, if Whitaker was the defending champion and the fight played out like this instead of how the first fight did, who do you think wins then? There we go. So you agree with me? Yeah, you agree with me. I'm not gonna be mad at the decision either way, but and I love how Izzy always got to pick around. I love that. Unanimous decision. You called it, Juan. You called it unanimous for Izzy. I think it was 48-47 twice and 49-46, all for Adesanya. I mean, it's better for the sport for Izzy to win. Robert Whitaker gets to cleanse that painful loss of the first fight in his mind. He performed much better this time. I will say before we get out of here, it's time for Adesanya to get back to winning impressively. So after Paulo Costa, the loss to Jan Blachowicz, okay, you moved up, fine. The Vettori fight, I mean, he won. I ain't saying he lost, but it just wasn't. It wasn't that, that eye-popping Izzy Adesanya style bender performance. And then again today. So we got like 3 straight fights, bruh. Sugar Ray Robinson wasn't Sugar Ray Robinson every time he fought. But, I mean, did he put forth 3 bad or 3 subpar performances? I don't know. Anyway, winner and still undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. This was the first Fight Beat live stream of 2022. Won't be the last. We'll see what the next one is. Boxing, we got to step it up, boxing. There ain't been good enough fights. Only reason we ain't done a Fight Beat live stream is because boxing ain't been coming with it. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't just going to do a live stream just on any old thing. If I'm not passionate, I'm not feeling the material that's being presented, why? I don't want to waste your time. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we're going to get out of here. Love, peace, and Zelenoff to you, my brothers.